sat down with Killeen's chief of police to find out what's behind this drop in crime. Plus, a Killeen high schooler known for overachieving has just accomplished his biggest goal yet. We'll talk about it in this week's Central Texas Spotlight. And dozens of Texas families gather to honor fallen military heroes this weekend. Channel 6 News Weekend Edition starts right now. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Imani Payne. 2017 was one of the worst years for violent crime in Killeen, but after a change in leadership and policy, that crime was nearly cut in half last year. Channel 6 News reporter Andrew Moore tells us what KPD is doing to keep you safer. Andrew.
Imani, after seeing a big spike in crimes like murder and robbery, the Killeen Police Department has made changes to policy and received new training. And Chief Kimball says those changes and they're working to keep up. Imani.
All right, thanks, Andrew. After months of delays, Justice of the Peace Claudia Brown is heading to trial. Following several controversial rulings, it's now up to a jury to decide if she'll get to keep her job or be removed. Now, Brown made national headlines back in 2017 when she set a historic $4 billion bond for a murder suspect, something she says she did to highlight the broken legal system. The judge was also criticized for setting a $2,000 bond in her own son's DUI case. Despite calls for her removal, Brown says she's more than capable of carrying out her duties and has no plans to resign. An online petition supporting Brown now has close to 1,000 signatures. Jury selection will get underway at 9 a.m. tomorrow with testimony to follow. Well, it's time now for a first check of our weather. It's been a chilly weekend. Meteorologist Zach Scott is standing by with what we can expect for the work week ahead. Hey, Zach.
Imani, Southern California girl, the cold weather we've seen the last couple of days, it's tough.
I know. It's
been
a little difficult, but I'm doing my best.
Yes, I think it's been tough for all of us. 30s, back-to-back days in the 30s, low 30s Friday, mid-30s yesterday. We made it to the 40s today, and downtown Temple is gearing up for a makeover. Thanks to some grant money, 2 downtown properties will be renovated to reflect these sketches. The developer plans to construct a pizza restaurant, tap room, deli, and coffee shop, as well as feature some outdoor dining and entertainment space. No word yet on when the project will be complete. The Falls County Sheriff's Office is searching for the people responsible for damaging an area community center. It happened at the Barclay Community Center on FM 1772, which is just west of Rosebud. Authorities say someone entered the building and damaged several windows as well as the overall structure, causing thousands of dollars in damage. Anyone with information is asked to contact the Falls County Sheriff's Office. 60 families of fallen military heroes gathered in San Antonio this weekend, honoring their loved ones and their sacrifice for this country. The families were part of the Tragedy Assistance Program for Survivors. They, alongside thousands of others, wrote messages and memories on lanterns and released them along the Riverwalk. For one woman who lost her husband 11 years ago, it helps ease some of that pain.
We miss hearing his voice, hearing him walk through the door, being silly at the dinner table. Those were some of the things that we wrote down on our lanterns tonight. You know, I can write his name, I can write his everything, but then when they say date of death, I'm just like, oh, that gets me, because it's so final. It's so fine. I either write September 22nd, 2007. It's fine, that's it. That's all there was.
TAPS is the leading national organization providing care and survivor support services for the families of America's fallen military heroes. Since 1994, it has offered support to more than 85,000 survivors of fallen military. 5 children are left without a mother tonight after she died trying to save her children from a house fire. The mother was outside of her Bakersfield home with one of her daughters when the fire broke out with 4 of her other children inside. The mother rushed into the house to rescue the kids who were trapped upstairs. The children were able to break out a window and jump to safety. Crews, however, found the mother dead inside.
Hard-working woman. She raised 5 of them kids, and they played sports, and they got her a car for the oldest one, and she took care of them babies and the kids for a long time.
The cause of the fire is still under investigation. With just over 2 months until the April 15th tax deadline, a disturbing reality is setting in for millions of Americans. The new tax law that took effect last year could come back to haunt them this year. NBC's Kathy Park has been crunching the numbers.
This tax season might be remembered for one thing: many unhappy.
We had some technical difficulties there. We'll be sure to update that on our website. That's kcentv.com. Well, still ahead on Channel 6 News Weekend Edition, a Killeen high schooler known for doing just a little bit of everything is preparing for his biggest adventure yet. We have that story in this week's Central Texas Spotlight. And how a Killeen restaurant is doing their part to encourage healthy eating habits for city youth. Stick with us. Welcome back. Dozens of Central Texas students are preparing to make their mark on the world as they put their pen to paper on National Signing Day. But for one Killeen high schooler who you may be familiar with, it is only the beginning. Now, we introduced you to Freddie Hicks a few months ago, the standout scholar and shoemaker prom king who also happened to be a captain on the football team and drum major of the school's marching band. Well, believe it or not, he had another goal he wanted to accomplish, joining Prairie View's Marching Storm Band. And thanks to support from his school and family, this past week he signed his name on the dotted line, becoming their newest member.
Whenever I went over to Prairie View and I did band camp for a week, I was really immersed in the school and see how it was like behind the scenes, and I was like, okay, this is where I need to be. This is where God's telling me to be.
To hear much more from Freddie about what this accomplishment means and how he was able to achieve it, catch the full report Monday morning during Texas Today. Killeen's Grab a Green is offering up free food to encourage kids to eat healthier. The free Fruit for Kids program just launched today at their Killeen location, and anyone under 18 can walk right in and grab an apple, banana, or other fresh fruit at no cost. Employees gave away almost 300 pounds of fruit to over 100 kids today. The owner says fruit makes for a better meal than you might think.
The fruit has fiber, it's got vitamins, it's got minerals and nutrients that not only help kids grow, it helps them stay focused, it helps their brains, it helps their bodies, so it's just a better quality fuel for their kids.
Each child that attended got a free Fruit for Kids ID card to use for future visits, but the store owner says anyone under 18 is welcome to get a free snack, card or not. Well, still ahead on Channel 6 News Weekend Edition, we'll take a look at what's going on in the world of sports.
All right, and this hasn't changed much. Going back to Friday, it was waves of wintry precipitation, but yesterday, scattered showers, drizzle. All day today, waves of scattered shower and drizzle from the southwest to the northeast. This continues tonight into tomorrow. Changes on the way for the rest of the week. We're looking warmer, possibly drier. We'll have that full 7-day forecast coming up.
Welcome back. Well, love is in the air, but just who will be spending more money on Valentine's gifts, dining, and entertainment this year? A new study reveals that men have higher expectations for Valentine's Day spending than women. According to Bankrate.com, men say they plan to spend an average of $339 on their spouse or partner, while women say they only plan to spend $64. I'm sorry. The study also says that couples who have been together for less than 2 years are likely to spend the most money on each other. Let's go ahead and send it over to Zach.
Is this not what we were talking about earlier today, too?
I know, we were.
People don't spend anything, and it's really just for the guys to, I'm telling you. We got to talk about that a little bit later on.